Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a very special Tower Talk on this Thursday.
That's right.
Thursday, December 12th.
Thursday.
It's rare that Allie is not here, but I think we'll manage. I'm here with the wonderfully talented Jamie Hudson. You have been filling in for Allie in multiple capacities today. You did Everyday Northwest.
Everyday Northwest. It was jam-packed, like so many different holiday things, like gift guides, which are the best. That was great.
That sounds great. I want to talk about, because what is interesting and special about Tower Talk is it's kind of like a peek behind the curtain of the goings-on here at Coin. And this is going to mean very little to all of you, but it does serve a point. We have recently overhauled our directing system, which, just think about it as like the computer that puts the news on the air, and with it has come some growing pains, but
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Growing pains. But you, being the consummate professional you are, you had these things happen to you today, and you just had to muscle through it. Share as little or as much as you would like about what happened, and then what you do, because in a live broadcast, things like this happen. And then I'm going to share one very interesting story of Jamie and I and broadcasts being interrupted.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm excited about that story. Okay, so what happened today at the start of Everyday Northwest? Well, one, we couldn't get my microphone working. So we had some issues there, but we finally got it connected. And for Everyday Northwest, we have a lot of different segments. Like, you're just going boom, 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 next story, right? And so we have our scripts in there with a teleprompter. Oftentimes you'll see us running the prompter with our little remote.
Yeah.
We run it. Okay.
Normal.
Well, we finally started the show, and I had the coming up. And I had the script in there. Everything's working fine for 2 of the coming up slides, right, the videos. Then they come to me on camera and the scripts are gone. It is a script for AM Extra. I think it was Emily Burse's script. So that was great for Emily, not so good for me. So immediately my stomach starts turning, I had some knots and going, and I thought to myself, okay, I do know the first story. It's about the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile and wanting to drive that. So I just was ad-libbing. But behind, in front of the camera, no one can see that I don't have a script. So I'm ad-libbing about Oscar Mayer Wiener hot doggers is what they're called. The people that drive the Oscar Mayer Wiener mobile. And I'm trying to get the attention of our wonderful production assistant and our wonderful camera operator. And everyone's like, what's happening? Like, what is she okay?
Here, you're like,
I was
snapping.
like, and there were guests in the studio, so I was like really trying to be like, oh, Oscar Mayer, and I'm like, guys, but I couldn't say guys, so I was like going over here, and anyways, our amazing crew, they got the prompter working for me. I didn't use my little remote today. That was new.
Did that feel weird, not running your own prompter?
Yes, because sometimes I do ad-lib with the scripts. We like to do that, right?
Yeah,
So you'll pause, you'll say a few things, and our wonderful production assistant, Grayson, she was trying to like keep up with me, and then sometimes I read really fast because I get excited. So then she's like trying to, run the prompter. So it was a team effort today.
It's like, imagine driving a car with someone else controlling the pedals. Like, it's possible, but it is very uncomfortable.
It is. And I didn't know what to do with my hands. Because on Everyday Northwest, you're standing up a lot, and when you have the remote, it's like your safety net of you're holding this.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh no, because I talk with my hands a lot, so there was some extra hand talking today.
Right, you don't have like an anchor desk to put yourself.
Yes.
Well, honestly, bravo to you, because it's moments like this that you learn what you're made of. I remember the first time something like that happened to me. And it was in my last market in Eugene. I was so scared. I was so nervous. All I ended up doing was like flubbing out some nonsense. But today,
I doubt it.
Oh, it was nonsensical.
Okay.
Today, were that to happen, you just like played off. You're like, there's like technical difficulties happen. So we're going to readjust, or I mean, in an extreme circumstance, you'd be like, can I please get help from the booth? It like lets people know you're human, right?
Yeah, that's true. And our viewers understand. And I think it's great that we can tell them, hey, we're going through this new system right now.
Yeah.
It's brand new to people behind the scenes and for us as well.
Yeah. So, and then the important part is we're not trying something new to then be like, oh, let's just go back to the old system. Like, this is here to stay. So it's just going to get smoother and better. Yes. But it reminds me of nearly a year ago this time.
That's right. It has been a year.
Yeah, it has been a year. How could I ever forget? It's the first week of 2025, and I am filling in for Lisa Balick as the Saturday evening anchor.
Yes, the weekend anchor.
Jamie is doing weather. You were doing weather, and Brenna Green was doing sports. And I did the 5 and 6 p.m. and it was great.
Yeah, you were awesome.
Yeah, I leave.
Flawless.
I
think
thank
so.
you.
You're welcome.
I leave, I get dinner, I come back, and I start to feel really gross. And I'm like, I'm just gonna like lay down, sit down. And then by the time we do the 10 p.m. news, I feel really, really bad. I think I have food poisoning because that's how like fast and horrible it was.
Yes.
So I do the 10 p.m. news all the way up until sports, which is about 20 minutes in. And then Brenna's doing sports. I run out. I get sick. I come back. I end the broadcast.
You did.
And then I'm like, I think if I sit in my car for a little bit, like I'll be able to do the 11. I couldn't. Like 5 minutes later, I was like, I literally can't do this. So you had to anchor and do weather that day. So it's not the first time that life has thrown you a curveball. Oh, for anyone that's curious, and I'm sure you all are, it was norovirus. So just picture that.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, Emma.
So it was.
You were a trooper to get through the 10. Like you came back after being gone for a little bit, and then you finished that show.
I'm like listening in my eye. Yeah. So, but listen, that happened to me, but it also happened to Jamie. She had to do weather and anchoring. What was that? Do you remember? Well, how could we ever forget that day?
We won't. I don't think we ever will.
I don't think I ever will. Oh, I started the year off with a fresh, clean slate. But yeah, what was that like for you?
Well, I had never anchored before. I've hosted a lot of different things, mainly sports shows.
Yeah.
So kudos to you and all of the news anchors and reporters, because there's just so many stories that you're bouncing around, and they're obviously very serious stories. There's a lot of tragedy. Like, it is so hard to then flip a switch and let's talk weather. So I just think that anchors are so great and graceful about being able to transition from news story. Anyways, that was an experience I will never forget.
But now you know you can do it. Have you anchored since?
I haven't.
Okay.
No.
Well,
that's a good thing.
It means that hopefully people don't have
getting sick.
Norovirus.
Yes.
But yeah, what I've learned in my career is it's true. It's like you're talking about this horrible, tragic thing or this really serious interview, and then you're like, and after the break, we're discovering Whoville with Cord Harley. Like, the best thing to do is just take like a pregnant pause. Just like a pause.
Oh, yes.
Like,
okay.
It's pretty like fruitless to try to like find a segue.
Right.
Just pause, move on. But you did fantastic, I heard. I wasn't watching for obvious reasons. But yeah,
thank you, Emma.
and it's just, in this industry, it feels like because the shows are happening back to back to back and like your only break is like a commercial break, there's very little time to troubleshoot. So be gracious with us as we are gracious with each other and as we try to be gracious with you. It's the giving season after all, right?
That's true.
Right?
So that works out nicely.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, now that you know so much more about us than you really asked for, which you did ask for though by turning on this program, we're going to toss to a break. We have a very, very, very special guest
Yes, we
today.
do.
We have web manager Tim Steele. He works exclusively behind the screen, putting out the web stories that you get pinged to your phone, and he has been doing this for a while. We are sending Tim on his merry way into retirement soon, so we are going to break down a storied career. This is a man who ran for Congress, who wrote a book, who loves baseball,
who is a master at web headlines. He's always helping me out with my weather articles.
Has given me like 3 Hershey's Kisses.
Oh yes, he always has a little treat, which is so nice.
And you're gonna love him.
Yes.
And then you're gonna be sad that he's leaving. But we have him today, so we'll be right back. Welcome back to Tower Talk Live. As promised, we have Tim Steele here.
The one and only.
The one and only Tim. You missed the first introduction part. Tim is a web manager here. He is retiring tomorrow. He's been at Coin for nearly 2 decades.
Not quite that long. About 13 years.
The problem with me is that I can't do math because I thought it was 17 for some reason. My apologies.
That's okay. Believe me, it felt like 35.
Oh, okay, good. So, 35 to life, right?
Yeah, I'm being paroled tomorrow, yes.
Yes, he's sailing off into the world of retirement. Tim, it's such a pleasure to have you on.
Well, thank you, Emma. I appreciate that. And Jamie, it's always nice to see you.
You guys work together a lot more closely than you and me, Tim, because you both work on the weekends.
That's right, yes.
What kind of overlap happens between web and weather on the weekends?
A lot, actually, because when we're trying to get out any kind of flood advisory, flood watch, right, any weather warnings, we'll be working on it, typing it up. I send it to Tim to proofread everything that I write, which is, I need that.
Everybody needs a proofreader. Everybody needs an editor.
Extra work there.
She needs Tim level proofreading.
Yes, that's what. Well, so not only are we going to miss Tim and all the work that you do, Tim, but Tim, like you mentioned, is not only the one you can find little sweet treats, little candies at his desk, or he'll bring you one if he knows, it's been a stressful day. But also, Tim, on our editorial meetings, I'm gonna miss the way that you always start the meeting with your smile and waving, like your energy is in your whole vibe. We will miss that.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes.
It is true. I bring little candies, mostly Hershey Kisses for people. But there's a story behind that.
Okay, yeah. How did that start?
So years ago, when I first started doing this, I had pretzels. I would bring pretzels for people, and I had them in a little Folgers container.
Okay.
And people would come by, like Cor would come by, and he would take just a handful of pretzels. And just
sounds like
Cor. Sounds like him.
But the thing about the pretzels was people like pretzels. That it's nice and salty and all that kind of stuff. But what I really got out of it was, a $4 bag of pretzels would get me all kinds of gossip around the town. Because people would come and they'd eat the pretzels and they would tell me stuff, and I would just be sitting in my desk, and then they'd go on their merry way, and I'd go, oh, well, that's pretty good stuff. But then the pandemic happened.
We couldn't all have our grubby hands in the Folgers container.
Correct. And so when we all came back to the office, I was specifically told by 3 different upper level management people, no pretzels. You cannot bring pretzels because we can't have people putting their grubby little hands in the Folgers container anymore. Okay. So it took me a while to figure out what would work And so it's little Hershey Kisses or little individually wrapped candies of some kind. It costs me, $4 or $5 a week. It's not a big deal. And I still get the gossip, so it's good stuff.
It's a win-win-win for all of us.
Yeah, everybody loves it. And the thing is, I rarely ate the pretzels. I never eat the candy. Everybody else does, so it worked out good for me.
Last year at Coin, around this time, we had a desk decorating competition, and I compelled people to vote for me by having a cookie jar full of like little Debbie's wrapped things. The stomach is the key to the gossip, I've heard. That's an old adage I heard.
Yeah, I've quoted that many times.
Yeah, it's really quotable.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Very.
But you didn't need to do that because your desk was so maxed out with Christmas stuff. It was
peanuts themed.
Over the top.
Here's what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna keep talking for like 60 seconds. I'm gonna run to my desk and pull out some things that were featured on my desk last year, because had I known this topic would be brought up, I would have already done it.
Okay.
But
go get it.
You guys talk about whatever you want.
Okay. Is this how it always works?
This is
The
Tower
co-host
Talk.
just leaves?
Yeah. This
Okay,
is
that's
basically
good.
how it goes.
Yeah.
Because this is your first time on Tower Talk.
It is my
right?
first and probably my last time.
True. Hey.
After this, it's just going to be on repeat all the time. I'm going to be a Tower Talk Live star.
Yeah, you already are. You already are, Tim.
Yeah.
I was thinking about your career, and then I read on our website your bio, which is nice. That's up there.
I have to be honest. I haven't read my bio in a long time. I have no idea what lies I told.
All right,
Okay.
you ready?
Okay.
Well, I'm going to wait till Emma gets back, because she
Okay.
wants to talk about when you ran for Congress.
Okay.
She was very excited about that. But
She would be one of the only ones.
no, I'm looking forward to that, hearing about that. Okay, retirement though.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to look like for you?
I don't honestly know.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little strange. I've been working now I just turned 70, and it's time for me to get the heck out of here, But I've been working for 54 years, and it's just like I need to do something different. So I'm just going to get a different job. So that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Do something else.
Yeah.
I sprinted to my desk to find these.
This was quick.
There you go. Yeah.
These were. Yeah. Can you do me the honors?
Yeah.
These were all surrounding a Snoopy cookie jar, which was the inspiration. And my mom actually, freehand drew these and colored them for me.
Really?
So I don't know if that's cheating, but my mom's very talented, has a storied, career with graphic design and such things. And then she left that job to become a mom, and now she doesn't know how to work a computer, so she probably couldn't go back into graphic design if she wanted to.
Oh, these are great.
But
she can win
these are great.
any desk decorating competition for you, which kind of leads me to this point.
You
Tim.
did win?
Yes, I won.
Of course.
I won.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You won by default, though, too, because you were the only one who did it.
Yeah, it was kind of shameful how.
But you would have won anyway had everybody else done it.
I agree. I'm going to go put these away because they have sensitive little necks and they are very fragile.
Yeah.
But
we don't want anything to happen to them.
No, Tim, you've been in broadcast for decades now,
Yes.
before web reporting was
Correct.
a thing.
Yeah.
So you've seen the .com boom, the .com bust. What was that transition like, being at being there for the beginning of it?
Well, I did radio for a long time. We can talk about that later if you want, but specifically this job. So in 2006, I got hired to do essentially the job I do now in Grand Rapids, Michigan, at woodtv.com. And back then, people still use dial-up.
Yeah.
There was nobody had apps on their phone. The idea of getting your news on your phone was Jetsons material.
Seriously.
Yeah. So it's been quite a change. And now, I have to say, my joke back then was always, TV people would say, what do you do exactly? And I would say, well, my job is to take your job away.
Yeah.
And essentially I have. I'm not sure that's a good thing. I really don't know that it's a good thing. And we could talk about the internet writ large if you wanted to, but so it's been quite a notion, quite a journey. So there's a lot going on with the internet, though, that is not as people thought it would be. So.
Oh, no, we had a professor on last week a University of Portland professor who's been studying AI for 20 years.
Yeah.
And we talked for 45 minutes, and I feel like we only just scratched the surface of that conversation. So yeah, that and the internet and, politics, keeping up with technology, which they don't. Spoiler alert. But we actually have some early internet trivia that I'm going to ask, and then we're all going to guess, and Grayson's going to give us the answers, producer Grayson.
Okay.
So they said here, so.
Okay.
What did the first version of eBay primarily sell when it launched as auction web? Books, clothing, electronics, or collectibles?
Socks.
So clothing.
Sure.
Okay, collectibles.
Collectibles. What's the answer, producer Grayson? Collectibles. Ding, ding, ding. Jimmy is right. Which company develops Internet Explorer? Apple, Yahoo, Microsoft, Netscape, or Mozilla?
Before I answer that, I have to say that there have been people in our newsroom who used Internet Explorer until last year when it went away. I was like, are you kidding me? So anyway.
That is...
I won't tell you who, but you could probably guess
yeah,
who.
I can like I got a few, yeah.
That is
that I would think.
Unsurprising.
It is. It is unsurprising. It
but
is
also
unsurprising. Yeah.
Shocking, given the industry that we're in.
So what was the question again? What was?
Which company developed Internet Explorer? It's Microsoft, right? Apple, Yahoo, Microsoft, Netscape, Mozilla.
I think Netscape.
I was going to say Netscape, yeah.
Well, the answer is Microsoft.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding for me.
I didn't know it was gone.
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously
But the way
you're
of
not using it anymore.
Yeah, I haven't used it in a minute.
Yeah.
I don't have an AOL email account either.
Oh, you guys want to know? I have a Hotmail. My email is a Hotmail. I almost just said it out loud, but on the off chance we have viewers today, I don't want people emailing me on my personal email.
How's your MySpace page?
I think I was too young.
Nope.
I
had an
Did you
older
have
sister,
one?
so I
Okay.
watched the
So
OC. I watched Laguna Beach, and I had a MySpace.
Wow, okay.
Which
that's great.
politician coined the phrase information superhighway?
Al Gore.
Don't even need
Done.
A through B, C, D. It is Al Gore, right? Producer Grayson? Yes. All right.
Nicely done, Tim.
Thank you.
See.
Sorry.
Which early webmail service, later acquired by Microsoft, was one of the first to offer free web-based email accounts? Gmail, AOL, Yahoo Mail, Hotmail. Has to be Hotmail.
AOL.
AOL? It's Hotmail!
That's
That's what Grayson just said, producer Grayson.
I don't believe it.
Which early webmail service, later acquired by Microsoft? So maybe Hotmail was like an itty-bitty thing before it was bought up by Microsoft.
That could be.
Before it was adopted by Microsoft, before Bill Gates found poor little Hotmail on the World Wide Web. What does URL stand for? I'm not even going to give you guys options for this. I just want you to guess.
I actually I know this, but I'm blanking on it right now. When you say it, I'm going to go, oh yeah, that's right. I don't know.
What is the answer, producer Grayson? Is it A, B, C, or D? Uniform Resource Locator.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
It's okay.
I knew the L was locator, but
Which website launched in 1996 helped users find and reconnect with old friends before social media really took off? OCUT? Or maybe it's pronounced OKUT? Classmates.com, Friendster, or MySpace. Wasn't it Friendster? Because I remember
Oh, really?
the Social Network, that movie, they're like, we want to make something that's better than Friendster. And so they made Facebook.
I would guess Friendster.
Is it Friendster,
I
producer
thought
Grayson? It's classmates.com.
Oh.
Wow.
I bet you it still exists, or maybe it doesn't.
I think it does.
I think it does, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I just recently had a high school reunion. That was enough. Speaking of the internet,
Did you enjoy that?
I was the planner. I planned the whole thing, so I didn't really enjoy much of it.
Yeah,
But
that's stressful.
it was nice to see people who I quite literally thought I would never see again in my life. And a lot of people came.
Aw.
And
Then
now
you
you
did a
never
good
want to see
job.
them again.
No, I'll see them again. That's fine. It's just I wasn't disliked in high school. I just wasn't very popular. So I'm just like, you
What?
people were very
Don't believe
mean
it.
to me.
Oh.
I was exactly the way I am now, which is harder to digest when you're a child. So, speaking of the internet, we found a few things about you on the internet, Tim, or about someone named Tim Steele.
Okay.
So let's get into
Yeah,
it.
let's
Okay.
see if these are true or not.
This
True or false?
True or false? You wrote this book.
I did.
What is this book? When did you write it? Why did you write it?
Okay, I'll give you the relatively short version. So it came out in 2004.
Okay.
Okay, I wrote it during a period of unemployment when I had nothing else to do. I was looking for jobs, and you can only apply for so many jobs each day, and then you have to find something else to do. So I wrote the book, The Affairs of State. It's historical fiction.
Okay.
It is still available if anybody wants to buy it. It would be great. It would be terrific. But anyway, so set in 1940, and it takes place. It begins and generally takes place between the 1940 election with FDR and his inauguration. He wins a third term, first president ever who won a third term. Okay. And in the interim between his winning and his election, or his inauguration, a reporter asks him on the record if it's true that both he and his wife are having affairs with women. And that was true.
Wait, that actually happened?
Did that actually, no reporter actually asked him
Oh, okay.
that. But the reporters back then knew that, they just didn't report on it.
Oh.
So in the book, it's just like today. The story takes on a life of its own. Of course, Roosevelt denies it, but he takes on a life of his own, and eventually, in the book, Franklin Roosevelt resigns a month before Pearl Harbor.
Oof.
And his vice president at the time was a pacifist. And so the pacifist would become president, and we would have been in World War II or not.
Yeah.
The book is really not about the affairs, although it's called The Affairs of State. And it's not about the sex, and it's not about that. It's really about what is the public's right to know and the private lives of public officials.
That is fascinating, Tim.
is,
I will be buying this. Is it available on Amazon?
That's the only place it is available.
Perfect.
there we
Yes.
go.
And right here, let me tell you another quick story about this. So
Tell me as many stories as you want. This is your show.
Last summer, or a year or so ago, people in the newsroom found out about this, because I don't talk about it a lot. And so one of my colleagues bought the book on Amazon, because it's only available now like used copies, okay? Because it's out of print. So, but that's okay. So she bought the copy, and we met up, and she said, "I'd like you to sign this for me, but I want you to know that I already have an autographed copy." And it's like, you have an autographed copy of the book? And she said, "Yeah, I bought it, and this is the one they sent me." And it It was from one of my best friends. Who I gave the book to when it first came out. And I called him up. I said, Ron, what the hell? You got rid of my book? He said, oh, no, I got divorced and she gave it away and all that kind of stuff. It's like, so we'll see. So I always wondered where that book is. I said, well, now Kelly has it. So, you know. So anyway,
So
yeah.
here is... Herein lies the issue for me, Tim. Okay. I would love to buy this book.
Okay.
But its current listing on Amazon, you have 5 stars, by the way, is $250.
No way.
Yeah.
Looks like we need to reprint some.
You are a hot commodity, and people are...
It's not worth it.
Your review from 20 years ago called it 5 stars, fantastic. An incredible, insightful mix of fact and fiction that begs the question, how is the media influencing the events that shape our lives? All I can say is thank goodness we didn't have, I'm not going to spoil it, just thank goodness that a plot point didn't happen. Great book, T.S.
Well, you know, it's interesting that no one in 20 years has figured out that I wrote that.
That review. Yeah. What's your burner name?
$50? No. When the
You
book
wrote this review?
No, I didn't. And not really. Not really.
Lie on streaming? We are journalists.
Yeah.
Scared me.
Well,
you can do whatever you want.
Well, yeah. So
he's retiring tomorrow.
This when it first came out, the book was like $12.95 or something like that. It was not.
Well, now it's a used, acceptable version on used acceptable. So someone probably read it many times.
Wow. Wow.
For $250.
Okay.
The other part of your past I wanted to bring up.
Oh God.
Was the multiple liens on your I'm kidding. I'm not going to show the webpage because I'm going to let you share as much or as little as you want. You ran for Congress in the state, your home state of Michigan.
That is correct.
Why? Here's what I have noticed. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
So my face is on the screen.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
On that one.
Okay. I figured that. I figured you weren't the blonde.
It seems to me that people who run for these positions of power or high power, once they get them, they talk a lot about how hard and undesirable it is. And with this, I have taken it as maybe that's not a dream of mine. I'm also probably too polarizing. Me.
What, you're thinking about running?
No, I'm thinking about making my roommate run, and I'll run his campaign.
Okay.
He's very palatable. What made you want to run for Congress? Why would you do that? And when was this?
It was 2000, and it was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And it was Michigan District 3. And the reason I wanted, so this gets back into the internet again, and I'll make this as brief as I can. So back then, we had a congressman there named Vern Ehlers, okay? And Vern was a moderate Republican. He was literally a nuclear scientist. He was a physicist. He was really smart, and he was really moderate. And to the point where it's like, okay, I don't agree with him and everything, but he'll be an okay congressman. But then the internet came along, and it's like, well, how does Vern vote about stuff? I know what he says, but how does he vote? And when I looked and I saw what he was doing, he was not voting the way he talked.
Right.
He was voting the way the party members wanted him to vote, as opposed to his actual beliefs. So I thought I had a little bit of name recognition because I'd been on the radio for a long time in Michigan. I was a minor, local celebrity. People knew my name at least, and I figured I could make a case. I easily won the primary, but then the reality hits, and the party, the powers that be in the party then said, well, for the general election, good luck, you're on your own. See you later. You're going to lose. by. And it was an eye-opener in a lot of different ways. But I gave it everything I had.
Yeah.
I ended up getting about 100,000 votes.
That sounds like a lot to me.
Well, he got 180,000, so, you know.
Okay, but that's not that huge of a difference. It's like 2/3 to 1/3.
Thank you. That was quick math.
That was good.
That was very good, yeah.
Nice work, Emma.
And so what I always tell people now is had I won, I would either be in my 13th term of Congress or my first term of prison, one or the other. But I actually wanted to win. I did. I wanted to win. I thought I could do a good job. It is a good job. And the thing about Congress, as opposed to like mayor or city councilors, city council and mayor, you actually have to do stuff.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that the roads are clear and the water is good and all that kind of stuff. In Congress, generally speaking, you got to bring money back to the district. I get all that. But generally, you debate concepts and you vote on concepts. And that's really what I like more about it. Plus, I would have been in Washington, so that would have been fun.
Yeah,
so,
that could have been fun.
But it was an interesting time. I'm glad I did it one time. I would never do it again.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, and it didn't turn out well for me. So.
Well,
okay.
I commend you for trying. That is just so interesting. The things you learn about people. Thank God we have Gen Z producers on this show because they can find just about anything by going to what I'm assuming was timsteele.com or something similar.
Timsteele.net.
Perfect. Even better.
Yeah. Yeah, which I'm sure if your producers looked at that, that's the most traffic this website has gotten in years. So
just you wait until
now.
I start writing my fan fiction about your political career.
Great.
Steely voices or something. Or
that would be fine.
Yeah.
A Wrinkle in Tim.
I think you should keep workshopping.
I think we're going to get workshop.
Yeah, just a little.
I think if you do write that, I would hope that you would follow Betty Davis's advice, which is you can say anything at all you want about me as long as it's not true. So
perfect.
So there you go.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, I'll think about that.
Okay.
I'll consider this. Tell us about your broadcasting, your radio career. Use your radio voice.
Thank you.
What did you say? Would you say?
Did you have a catchphrase or like any kind of?
Did I have a catchphrase? I used to refer to people as knuckleheads a lot. But in a fine fashion. It's like, he's just a knucklehead, that kind of stuff. But I did rock radio. I did a jazz show. I did blues. I did a talk show. I hosted sports game shows.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, you were Jamie.
Yeah. Well, Jamie's way
Oh,
better than me.
No.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah,
not the case.
And I heard you tell the story. I remember I was here that night that you got sick.
That's right.
And
Let's go back to that.
Yes, and I heard you tell the story about how you just had to jump in, and you really did a fantastic job anchoring that night. You really did.
Thank you, Tim.
And you did the news and the weather. But we had a guy. So you may think that was like unprecedented. No, not really. We had a guy here.
You think your job is hard? It's been done before.
Yeah,
and
it
by
was
a
actually
man.
in this studio before the studio became yes. So this is the new studio. So Trevor Ault, who is now with ABC News.
Yes.
He used to work here, and he would anchor on the weekends. Well, one day, the weather person called out sick, and so did the sports person. And so it was like 5:30 or 4:30, and it's like, okay, well, Trevor, you got to do this. And so he did the news, he did the weather, and he did the sports for 90 minutes.
That is impressive.
It was
amazing.
unbelievable, and
Yeah.
he would toss to himself.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he would tell you, it's like,
Oh,
now let's go
Trevor."
to Trevor with the weather, and he'd
Okay,
walk
that's
over to
great.
the other screen, and he would.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That is
It was really good. It was really fun, but he had time to prepare for that, and you had no time to prepare for it.
Maybe 15 minminutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When-
Like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
When you
And-
called it, you were like, no, I
yeah,
can't do this.
I was like, I want to give her more time than less. There was only 30 minutes total, so every minute I tried to
Thoughtful.
breathe
Thank you.
deeply. Yeah.
Can we find a video of Trevor doing? Do we know if that's available somewhere? I want to see this.
Can you remember the exact date?
No.
Well,
Although
no.
you could, Tim.
But it might. We might have an air check of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We
I don't
likely do.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna look into
I
this.
will watch every Saturday broadcast of the last 10 years to find this clip. Or I'll Instagram
You should
it.
have something better to do with your life than that.
Yeah, you'd think, Tim, but
Yeah.
no. My favorite activities are watching movies at the movie theater and then watching movies at home.
What's your
And-
favorite movie?
The Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's based off
Seriously?
a book. Yep.
Wow.
By Stephen Chbosky.
Wow. I've not seen that one.
It's very good. It's coming of age, so the plot isn't really a plot, but I really like it.
Okay.
My second favorite movie is The Blind Side, which is probably going to get
Oh.
me in trouble one day, but
Why?
here it is. Because the controversy with Michael Orr's conservatorship, but
Oh. It's not going to get you in trouble. You just like the movie. That's okay.
I
Yeah.
love Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
She is
at the
wonderful.
beginning of this show, we were telling people about the new directing system that we have in this station.
Yes.
And to give the noon program time to prepare, we only have about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So we got to make it count.
We have to make it count.
Okay. So
Okay.
hold your question for 1 second. Let me just tell the story about you. Okay.
Yes.
You did perhaps the greatest live shot I've ever been a part of here at Coin. You filled in on the weekends, one weekend a year or two ago, to do the naked bike ride. And you're standing there and you're interviewing this guy who is completely naked. And you handed him, before the shot, you handed him a leaf, a branch with the leaves, and you said, hold that there. And he did. And it was just the greatest. It was so great, Emma. That was, I
Thank
will
you.
always remember that.
Thank you. That was maybe my opus. I remember, so it was the World Naked Bike Ride, and it was the first year that there were like multiple World Naked Bike Rides because of the controversy or like the split. I'm not going to say anything I don't know to be true. But two completely naked men. And I was like, so here's how it's going to happen. I was like, so imagine, or don't, these are the fronts of the men and these are the backs. I was like, you're going to stand here, you're going to block him here with your back, and then where the back goes into the butt. I said, you're going to hold this leaf, and then I think we can air it. And we did.
It
We
was
did,
so
yes.
great. It was just the best.
I remember that
There-
one. Yeah.
My other option, I had the idea was they had a bicycle, obviously, and it had like a cargo pack on it, and I wanted him to just like hold the bike, but it wasn't, the size didn't work. Yeah, we got a couple minutes left.
Okay.
What thoughts do you have on this last day of yours, second to last day?
Honestly, it's a little strange. I still have gas in the tank. I still feel good.
Yeah.
I still physically, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But it's just time. There comes a point where it's just time to turn things over and let other people do things.
Yeah.
I've been blessed to be part of the digital team here because they are. I know I'm biased, but they're the best group in the newsroom. Nothing against anybody else, but the digital team rocks. They really do.
I love the
Yep,
digital team.
agreed.
I could not agree more with that. And I know you find it time to let other people do things You will absolutely be missed.
Well, I've done enough damage here, you know, so it's time for somebody else to do something.
Shorty's either going to run for Congress or prison, I guess.
No, probably neither, but let me know if you convince your friend to run, and I'll try to talk him out of it.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Well, Tim, thank you so much for joining us today. Jamie, thank you for also filling in.
It's been a treat. This is the culmination of a 54-year career. So thank you very much. You know.
Wow,
that's awesome.
I'm so sorry. It was great. Thank you so much, Tim. We're gonna end things a little bit early, but stay tuned because Coin 6 News at noon will be next. Bye. And then I don't know what we're on. We'll just